Welcome back to a new episode for the funniest and the best on the world. I want to present you a new episode, Freddy Lupin's Funniest Stage Show.
Hello everyone, my name is Freddy Lupin, and today we're watching Freddy Lupin's Funniest Stage Show. So tonight, who'll talk about first is looks like a Uncle Grandpa looking funny face party. So the new episodes for the Cartoon Network of the Uncle Grandpa. So because everything is watching this Freddy Lupin's Funniest Stage Show. So okay, here we go. Let's get started from the funny face parties. Okay, here we go. So the officially is watching. Here we go. So before Uncle Grandpa makes fully on the funny face parties, and officially Peter Steve, he's turning into a funny face. He looks like a silly funny face. So everything is like the funny face parties. Now realistic flying tiger is trying to make a funny face party. You look in the eyes and everything looking a very silly funny face, everything. It does live, of course not. But officially maybe what's going on here. So belly back and turn it into a funny face, looking at eyes and very silly funny face. Here he kind of looks like the funny face parties. Now here comes opening the door and meet another dinosaur. Her name is Mr. Gus. Now, Mr. Gus is everything is like the funny face parties and before. Now, Mr. Gus says funny face parties. What does it matter to you? Because I love you, Mr. Gus, and everything like a funny face. But everything of watching this and before. Right, Mr. Gus? And everything like this and it was before. Yeah. I'm a real party pooper. So you can see Pizza Steve shall have the party and I'll have it 100% poop free. Fine. You guys really don't. And don't be careful to the funny face parties because of a lot of pain. Here he goes. Poop around in the party. Now because everything the funny face parties in every video will return. So the official like me, but the performance would happen to believe the funny face. And Peter Steve says, come on, let's get back to it. Okay, who's a dozen? Mine! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, get ready on the funniest on the funny face and funny face land. Now Uncle Grandpa looks like turning into the funny face. And the funny face kind of looks like cartoon, silly funny face. Like so because everything is funny face parties, what doesn't funny? And the Peter Steve's was laughing and Flying Tiger laugh and before and it looks like a funny face parties. So because everything that's now the funny face parties and says time to go back to no more activities. So okay, because everything is Uncle Grandpa was a funny face parties, don't you? And everything like me does this live for the first time. Okay, everyone. Next up on the commercial break and hoping any action coming to a commercial break. So next up on the commercial break on ABC television. Now, hopefully, his commercial break will continue. It's over. Now, let's get started. Now, Uncle Grandpa makes fully the funny face parties and everything like me. But totally everything like this before those funny face parties. Okay, let's get started for the funny face parties. Alright, here we go. Now, before the funny face is sneak onto the rooms, and before Peach and Steve is gonna laugh, and his funny face is gonna sneak onto the room, and before on the tiger getting to laugh, and the very laughing of this funny face parties. Now Uncle Grandpa is calling this phones, and everything calling this the funny face. So because everything the funny face party, that's enough the funny face. So everything is gonna hide under the closet. Now Uncle Grandpa going to the closet. Is everything looks like a funny face. Just trying to the funny face. They're gonna catch you. So officially, we does for the funny face parties was coming from the door. And here he is, the funny face. So Uncle Grandpa and Flying Realistic Tiger and Pizza Steam try to hide into the room. So because, now be quiet, now the funny face is coming from. And possibly it like this before, looks like the funny face party. Trying to go into Mr. Gus' room and everything what you said, because everything look in the funny face parties and everything like me. So maybe Uncle Grandpa says, "That's it! I was serious about something after the laughing smiles." Pagoda's sad clown? No, Mr. Gus. Then let's go fetch a party pooper so he can to party poops on a funny faces face party. Now Uncle Grandpa is trying to go into Mr. Gus' room, and before Uncle Grandpa says, "We need to lock this door. Nobody says coming from. Hey, Mr. Gus, Mr. Gus, Mr. Gus, can I help you? Mr. Gus, I told him, Miss Liu, on the funny face party, he's took it on his own. He chases on the RV, making his laugh himself to death. We is super serious, hosted onto it and defeat it. So that the person he knows is to go, is just help himself, friend. Pretty please? No. Friends invite friends to the funny face parties. Now because Uncle Grandpa, but officially the funny face party, but it's not over. But what happened to be in Mr. Gus? Because everything. Now the funny face party. He looks like a knocking the door. He breaking into his door. And nothing's come back for the funny face. So officially, now funny face party, Mr. Gus put in my present, he looks like a rock. And before, now he looks like a both wrong. And the funny face is gonna break into the door! Now because Peter Steve says, "This is awful, Mr. Gus is upset with us." Yeah, this is upset. He doesn't want to let funny anymore. We're doomed. We lost the best buddy. Why don't we just get to a horrible doesn't know, but it hurt on Mr. Gus's feelings. We're hoping to train him. He wasn't to try to a funny face doomed. He went to show up to a Peach and Steve's few rolls. Now because everything the funny face party, because funny face is zooming and zoom out, and the funny face, he's trying to look in funny face. It looks like a very funny. Now Uncle Grandpa trying to crying, and before steering is this very sadness of the Mr. Gus. Now the defeated the funny face. So because everything going to defeat it. Now here it goes. He's dropping on the, he's deflated like a balloon. And everything, this is so very funny. Now Uncle Grandpa says,
Well, our tears are destroyed at the funny face. Or maybe life. What happened to one of them Mr. Gus's friend? What a sad matter. Guys, I'm still you, friend. Mr. Gus! I lost you, a friend. Only on the shields on the final of the friendship. Because the friendship is over. Because you're not getting to enough to defeat the funny face. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I just about to see the plan myself. You're so smart, Peach Steve. I'm sorry getting to the warning to that makes spoiling of the funny face party. So without apology, I'm fully invited to call the Mr. Gus party. And this is it. The end. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. So that's all, folks. And next up on a new episode, Freddy Lupin's Funniest Stage Show. And hoping to see you again on the next time on the new YouTube. On the new access on the coming front to upload new videos. Next up on another episode, Freddy Lupin Funniest Stage Show. And goodbye and see you tomorrow!